This is the XANA Global AMA session, January 14th. We have been announced the renewal plan for the XANA Penpenz. And this will be huge project, I can promise. Now, we announced 3D version of the XANA Penpenz. And in the end of the year, our partner in the Ninja DAO founder, Ikehaya, he's an awesome guy. Like he's my great partner and brothers and etc. Great friend, mentor. We were talking about that in the very end of the day in a year. And we were just discussing, okay, what's the direction of this project? How we're going to collaborate? How we're going to do the co-marketing? And etc. etc. And in the new year, I was just talking to him and he said, actually, we can bring this project even better. And marketing side and creative side, like how? And he said he really liked the penguin from our Zenaria era. He was just like old Zenaria icon. You know, that was a penguin before. And now it's a similar, like a different color variation version of the Zena logo. But before it was always like a penguin. And he really loved that penguin. He was like, yeah, can you do something to get more closer with this penguin? I was so sticking to the like our recent design. If I go change the direction, I cannot just change it a little bit. I want to just change completely. So that is why I just decided to completely renew the visual, and we're just trying to use it entire 4 to 5 different type of the AI engines. Ask to our in-house members and also like our DAO members to start working on create something very fresh and very new. And I found like amazing design from one of the DAO member made, and I was like, okay, let's make a 3D version of this one. I was starting working on it, and this last week, we almost made more than 20 variations of the basic penguin in 3D, because this time we were making this penguin in the 3D software, not the 2D. We made a drawing first, and according to this drawing, we just start modifying and looking at the different directions, different sizes, and you know, how big should be the head, and how big should be this flipper, and then how the body paint goes, and how the hair texture go like from every perspective, every direction. And, you know, we just keep like trials and errors almost like 10 to 20 times. Then we finally made it. That's the version that we announced yesterday, you know, almost close, very close to the final version. We're gonna start working on the quality even more, and on top of this one, we're gonna just keep adding like more even better textures and the color different type of the fur variations, eyes variations, and the most important is the ninja weapons, because this time this penguin is a ninja penguin. There's some symbolic ninja stuff, which is like a hairband, like a Naruto type of stuff. And the scarf, this ninja type of scarf is some kind of symbolic, iconic icon of the crypto ninja. We were getting inspired by that idea, and we just realized it in the 3D world to match with the penguin size. And that was very exciting. Like you can see he's wearing some kind of red scarf, and that's a very basic one. And we're gonna work on like a lot of different types of these scarves. And more important is the weapon. We have several ninja weapons. First, of course, it's a sword. So our first penguin that we show you, that's wearing the basic Japanese sword. We have, of course, different type of the weapons, like a shuriken, like a spears, and the maybe roll, and what else? What else we have? Yeah, ninja don't use too much like fancy weapons because they're kind of hidden characters, right? They're like more like an assassin style, guerrilla style. So he don't do like Excalibur or like those kind of like super fancy magical sword, but it's a pretty basic. So like we're trying to make some kind of creativity on top, to not push it too much far because it's gonna be distant from the ninja. Try to calm down and keep it very simple, natural, and based on the like actual realistic material, and putting all that together to match with the penguins. That is a basic 3D direction. That's how we made this 3D version of the Penpenz. And the most important part for us is how to mix this new Penpenz 2D model, Penpenz from the Zenaria era. The biggest difference is the eyes. The Zenaria penguin has a very small eyes. and really cute. I don't have a proper word to explain in English. It's like very cute. It makes me think like he don't thinking about anything, right? He's so pure, like kind of zen kind of mind. Newer version of the penguins that we distributed as an alpha pass, it's like more like bigger eyes. He has a very huge impact, and the different, like so fancy color of the hairs and the weapons, etc. We are trying to mix up all those materials because like we don't want to miss any piece to make it as a Penpenz. Otherwise, we just turn into the just normal penguin. That is not something that we want to do. We're just carefully trying to do how to make it 3D, but still feels like a Penpenz. The eyes was the most critical thing. We try to put the very small cute eyes from the old penguin and put the white bar around it to make it almost look like something similar with our recent penguins, Penpenz 2D model. In the end, it has some kind of specialty from the both penguins. So that is the most difficult and challengeable part that we did. We are pretty satisfied about the directions of the 3D models of the Penpenz. So many creativity is happening, and last week there was almost like a chaos. Still, even in a weekend, our design team fully working on the penguin. Maybe at least like 5 to 6 members are working on the different type of textures, colors, and new weapons, etc. in this weekend, because we knew that we have to announce and reveal our first 3D visual on the Friday, January 13th, right? That was the announcement, big day. So we had to meet the time, and still I couldn't feel it exactly, like, oh no, this is not what I'm looking for, and this something is details missing, the shape is really different, so many trials and errors. So I was so nervous and everyone was so serious, and then everybody stays sitting late until like almost like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, going back to the home and sleep a little bit, and they wake up very early to come back to the office and start working again. Really tough time. Our team's working so hard to meet the reveal date. So many dramas already happening, but I'm very exciting, and the great part is that as soon as we announced this new version of the Penpenz, we got a lot of great feedback from our community members or the Ninja DAO community members and many more. And now a very big central NFT topic in Japanese market now. That is great, because like now recently Japanese market is really picking up the trend, I think, because at least it's already getting more than double or even triple than last year. Last year, in around this time, there was a peak in the global market. But that time, Japanese market was almost like very quiet still. And then after the global market starts shrinking down and keep down, even lower and lower. For some reasons, Japanese market going to the opposite way and it just keep becoming bigger and bigger. That is definitely by the effort of Mr. Ikehaya. His effort was speechless. It's crazy. He was like almost every single day, he has a 2 Voices podcast, 1 Twitter live space, AMA sessions with the another DAO members like me. He just keep doing that past 1.5 years since he started NFTs non-stop. It's crazy. At least a day, 3 hours of a day he was spending for just podcast. And other than that, he just keep tweeting every day, like 20 times, retweet everything about NFTs. And definitely that made Japanese market bigger. Definitely, I can say 100%. I have a huge respect for him. And because of that, many other projects already get onboarded onto the NFT market. And a lot of like big members, like big influencers, YouTubers, and many more, like artists, or not really artists, but it's more like business influencers. They came into this NFT industry and they're starting this Web3 trend. So that also gave a boost to the Japanese market. So that is why now this January, if we compare 2022 January, our Japanese market is at least 3 times bigger now. So that is a great part. And now we are the central of the topic. So that is a fantastic part. So that is about where we are at now. And for the release date, Penpenz release date, let's talk about the Penpenz release date. We were originally saying that this is gonna be at 21st, but we extended to 28th. Since we changed completely to the 3D, it's kind of really risky for us to release in the January. So we want to focus on more quality and the more marketing, of course. So because we just announced on the 13th about this brand new branding of the new style of the XANA Penpenz. So we don't want to rush it since it is already becoming a very central topic. I think the next month, even more, will be the best time for us to do the marketing, to spread even more to the entire market, not only Japan, but of course globally, because that's going to boost the secondary market after our launch. our launch will be selective. Our launch will be very, very picky. That means not too many people or not even gonna sold out. It's because only very limited people will be able to buy it, and like everyone else, include us, will go focus on the secondary market, how it goes. So that is why we definitely want to focus like lot part to the marketing. If this is like a sold out type of the project, then I think we can just sold out NFT anytime now, because we have a huge community base and always we deliver the quality NFTs, and most of the time our NFT value will be like multiplier so much. So that is why for us to sold out NFTs, even if not like a super cheap price, let's say 0.1 ETH or something like that, for us it is not difficult to make it sold out. But that is not the purpose of this time. This time our entire focus is not financial income. We are just focusing to create the topic and catch more eyeballs in the market to our product. And in the end, it is going to be the metaverse. That is why we want to definitely focus on the marketing side even more than ever before. So that is the purpose. And we decided to extend the launch date a little bit longer. So probably it's going to be like somewhere around, not too much, like maybe before or around the mid of February, I think. So that at least we're going to have one more month from now on, right? So I think that's going to be the great even. So let's say maybe the launch will be happening in the mid of February. And I'm sure that we can complete all of the great, fantastic creative work in this 1 month, as well as the marketing, of course. So yeah, that is the point. Okay, that is a launch date. And let me talk about the concept, the utility side of the Penpenz. So before the utility, we were not really 100% focusing on the utility before, because this was something more like membership NFTs, like a proof of the community, a proof of the belongings, proof of the team, something like that, like a membership NFT kind of almost. And we were trying to give some kind of utilities before, like we can probably make a metaverse wearables, because it is kind of hard to bring the penguin to the metaverse, and etc. Because back in the time that was 2D plan. But since we turn everything into the 3D now, it makes us even easier to provide amazing utilities than 2Ds, because our main product is a XANA Metaverse, and we also have amazing AI engines. Look at the market, like how great AI is now. It's gonna be definitely a huge topic, even bigger topic than the metaverse this year. And luckily, we were already working on the AI in the past 2 years. And last year, we released first AI product called XANA Genesis. So we can optimize that AI engines into the XANA Penpenz for somehow to make it as an adorable metaverse pet. It's like your cat or your dog in the real world, but this is your pet in the metaverse. So it doesn't exist in the real world, but if you go into the metaverse, he's always there, and he's living together with you, he stay with you and become a friend with you, and start knowing each other's. All those kind of things will be possible in the metaverse with the AI engines. So we're gonna kind of modify and re-edit our AI engine, which is becoming a base of the XANA Genesis, and we're gonna optimize and customize the direction of the more like animal, like a pet type of directions. When the recording going to the live, I believe we are already able to show you guys to try out our voice and the animation plugins for the XANA Genesis, so that you can start try out our AI NFT to start communicate, and you will know how our XANA Genesis will react by your actions. So she's gonna react with the emotions. Sometimes you say great things, she's going to become happy, she's going to become shy. If you make her mad, she's going to show the angry face. Really cute. But these emotional expressions is same for the animals. Animal, like if you have a dog or like a cat is kind of poker face. But if you have a dog, then definitely you can see, right? They always look happy. They're even smiling. They can express their expressions. If they are mad, they're gonna bark at you and show the scary face and etc. etc. Yes, cat always do that. But I don't know how cat become smile. They easily become like angry face face, but I can almost never see their smiling. That's kind of big mystery. Those kind of emotional expression is almost same for the human and the animals. Animal, of course, have emotions, and the animal has their way to express their emotions. So that's gonna be our next challenge: how to use our AI and emotion engine to apply to the penguin's face. If you look at the Disney movie with the animals, Lion King or Zootopia, they have more like a human face. And as I remember, the Lion King, the new 3D version of the Lion King, they have more kind of 3D realistic type of animal design compared to the Zootopia. So if you look at that, like, well, still they are able to show the emotions. So we will try our best. It's gonna make me very exciting and curious that how this penguin 3D will show their emotions. That must be super cute. So that's the directions that we do. So in the conclusion, we're gonna make the largest utility of this XANA Penpenz. We're gonna turn them into your Metaverse AI-based pet. That is our direction of this XANA Penpenz. So if we talk about the Metaverse pet, we have a lot of directions, and there's so many potentials, so many things that we can do. For example, you can take him out to whenever you go stroll around the metaverse, like visiting somebody's world, going to some kind of metaverse event. You can always take your penguins, and you can imagine this cute penguin, small penguins, follow your avatars anywhere you go. That's so adorable. That's super adorable, I can imagine. And also, you can see the home screen in the XANA app. Once you open the app, on the top of the screen, you will see your own avatars. And I'm thinking about to put our penguins around that area near your avatars. That means the basic concept of that space is that is your own metaverse room. Now we don't have a way to customize it, but definitely soon we're gonna have customization function for your room on the metaverse. Then your penguin will be in your room. That is great part, right? It's gonna be super cute. Must be super cute. So that is a basic thing. And if we expand this idea, maybe we can have some kind of way to interact with the penguins. For example, maybe you can just like give them some kind of virtual fish or like any kind of food. If you take him to the ocean in the metaverse to let him swim, maybe you can go into the ice world to have him feel like he back to their home, which is like a cold ice lands, right? They are living for those cold places. Make him feel like he's home. Of course, he can swim and he's gonna be happy. And if you care him more, then it's gonna be great. He will love you back more. That's how the human and the animal's relation start and grow. So we want to do the same for Metaverse pet, just like real world's pet. So if we look at that from this perspective, there's so many things that we can do, like unlimited way to let your avatar and the penguin to coexist and live together, communicate, and become more and more friend. I'm just like gathering all the ideas. I even gather the ideas from our XANA DAO. They have a huge, amazing ideas. So like we just keep discussing it in our XANA DAO, build more greater ways, communicate with the penguins in the Metaverse app. So that it will be the main utility, the Metaverse AI-based pet. And we're trying our best to realize that before the middle of this year. That means maybe around the second quarter. And we want to have you, let's say, connect your wallet to your app and start seeing your penguins in the app. That is something that we are aiming now. So we're not gonna let you wait a year or like a half month or whatever. No. Maybe give us 2 to 3 months, and that's gonna be enough time to just show you some kind of very basic, but definitely the ideal way, like a beginning point that how the life with your metaverse pet should be in the metaverse. That is something that we can let you experience in that kind of timeline. And then from there, we can just keep making better and better, right? Because the AI will grow up forever. And this is still very super early. Almost like Bitcoin in 2010 or something. It's super early. So great part of the AI is that the AI can grow itself. They can learn itself so fast. So that means even this is super early era, the growth speed is amazing. It's like beyond our imaginations. So next year, we don't even know. We cannot even guess that how smart that AI can be. And if from that perspective, I cannot even imagine that what kind of experience that we can do with the AI-based penguin in the metaverse. That's definitely a fantastic thing, and that's super new, like very new concept. I saw some kind of trending robot in Japan. They are very unique. They made like some kind of dog type of the robot or another type of the robot that is kind of getting popular in Japan. Something like that, right? They are trying to make those kind of existence in the real world. But what we are trying to do instead of real world, we're trying to do it in the metaverse. And of course, in the metaverse, we have other ways to make it happen, make it interesting. Because we don't have those kind of physical limitations or whatever, right? And people like me, like I'm always traveling and living in the hotels like most of the life. And those kind of guys, like we cannot have a pet no matter how much we want. Simply impossible. Because like once we get the pet, we have to be responsible for their life. And always we have to take a stroll, that we have to feed them and etc. That is kind of very hard for me to do in this real world. But in the metaverse, I can do it anytime, anywhere. And before this concept didn't exist, there used to be always just like a simple game, like a dog raising game. Japanese one, we have that one culture called Tamagotchi. Like you get egg and you're gonna grow him to become the actual bird. That's a simple game, right? That's not AI. It's like a very basic kind of programming activity. But it once become a AI based, that's totally another level. So if those are great enough, and if we can start really feeling like, this guy is alive. He has his own conscious, and he has his own mind, he has his own feeling and emotions. And if you just leave him alone like a long time, and he's gonna become mad. If you go see him every day, and he's gonna be very happy and become even more friendly. If we have those kind of existence in the metaverse, then that will change the game. That is not a simple algorithm-based activity anymore. It is let you feel like, he is actually there and waiting for me. And that's make you want to open the application every day. Because I know like how the Tamagotchi was accepted in the Japanese market. That was just huge. When we were like in the school kid, we could not buy the Tamagotchi because it was so popular and it was so rare. And if somebody got a Tamagotchi in the classroom, they become heroes because that was that much rare to get one of the Tamagotchi because it was so trended and it's so hyped. But if we remember that time, that's like super simple, so simple, black data-based animations. Not even animations. It's like a super simple thing. You cannot even believe it. The era of the smartphone, you cannot even imagine back in the time how simple we are. And now we are talking about metaverse pet. Oh my god. Time flies. But even though that kind of a super simple digital pet was loved so much, then what can happen if it's become a next level and with the AI engine and in the metaverse? Oh my god, that's gonna be a huge thing. So that kind of things makes me super exciting and super bullish about this project. So that is a utility part and the concept of the metaverse pet. So let me talk about the allo list because that is something that everybody wants to know. The how to get allo list. We just distributed the allo list submit applications for everyone in the public. So if you go look at in the XANA Telegram or Twitter or Discord, we have that kind of the applications. But I want you to be a little bit notified about the one thing that getting this allo list is not easy thing. It is very hard. First of all, we only have 3,000 first penguin in total when launch. And every other the penguins will be used for the post marketing or post sale. We have not think about how to do it exactly yet, but we're gonna slowly distribute the rest of the NFTs to the market. So that means we're gonna be super picky in the beginning phase. But still, anybody can try. If you have some of the XANA's NFTs or some of these Zeta tokens or staking, then yeah, definitely why not? You can just give a try because this is gonna be 1,000 member flat from the XANA side. That much of the people can obtain the XANA side of whitelist for the Penpenz. And other 2,000, the Ikehaya-san will split it for the CNP guys and his partner project like LLAC or our Panda project and many more. He also have a alpha channel, the alpha community that I also belong. Definitely he have a wide range of those like NFT super strong diamond holders. So that is why we're trying to allocate very carefully to here 1,000, this one 1,000, here 500, and here 200, etc. So that's going to be like a very, very high hurdle to get this Elo list. And that is another reason why we made an on-chain submission application, because this online application requires the knowledge of the XANA chain, of course. Yeah, not difficult. Of course, you can just add some kind of informations to the MetaMask and just connect the wallet. That's all. That's going to require the gas fee. The gas fee is like a couple cents. It's not like a serious amount of money at all. It's like 100 times cheaper than Ethereum. But it is not super easy to get the Zeta token on XANA chain, because we will soon announce our partner exchange will have a Zeta token withdrawal. But now at this moment, we don't have it yet. We only have a bridge, XANA bridge. That means people who has to withdraw Zeta token from the exchange and he has to bridge it and he has to connect the wallet. He has to switch the wallet connections to the XANA chain and he has to connect and submit the form. When you submit, like you have to spend a very tiny amount of the gas fee. So if you can imagine, this flow is not easy for the newbies, for new guys or Web2 guys. It's almost impossible. It's very difficult. Even if I talk about like 2 years ago, myself, I think it's going to be difficult for me too. So that is why people who reach to the end is already have some kind of like huge literacy and very big passion to get the XANA Penpenz L list. So who knows? Like we have a 1,000 spot and we're going to just go, this system will calculate dedication points or the trust points or some kind of those points, right? Based on all of the transaction histories of our NFTs, the owning time, etc. So those will be all calculated and that's going to give us the result. Then from the top to bottom, we're going to double check by the human to checking all of the social medias and what kind of activity he's doing, etc. etc. So it's going to be like first AI machine-based filter and then human-based filter. That's going to make this process super difficult. But if you are, having our NFTs and doing some kind of activities, then you have a very high possibility to be able to get it. So it's totally up to you guys. But I still recommend it's not 100. If it's 100, then almost like a super strong diamond holder or super strong DAO member can only get. But this is 1,000. It's not small. That's not too many. It's kind of between. So that means like middle type of the people in the middle range still have a chance. No one can tell because it's relative. No one can tell. Everyone has still have a possibility. Please give a try until we close these submissions, probably like the end of the month, so that we're gonna have enough time, maybe 1 or 2 more weeks at least, to double check the Elo list to finally decide who to give. So that is why since January 13th to until the end of the January, you can slowly participate this wallet connection and applications. And another thing to add is that you do not have to be a super perfect when you start connecting the wallet and then provide the submission. But instead, you can just prepare anything by the time of our final pickup from the Elo list. So that is exactly when our engine will tell us, oh, this person having a this and this and that, and then we're going to start looking at manually. That means the timing that will be judged is not right now or next week. It's going to be the very end of the January, at least. You still have a time and you can just slowly prepare in this like 1 or 2 weeks. That is about the Elo list. Let me talk about a little bit more about AI, because AI is now such a huge topic in this industry. Not only the metaverse or Web3 industry, but everywhere, including the Web2 world and the traditional tech world. Everyone's eyes are in AI now. And as I said, luckily, we have been developing our own AI engine past 2 years. And we have a very first AI product as a XANA Genesis. And now we have another AI product for the XANA Penpenz as a XANA Penpenz. That means we are at the really good positions now. We are not newbie in this industry, in this genre. I'm thinking about what we can do by our AI technology in this year. How I can give extra value into the project, the actual way to start earning by our system. The earning means we definitely want to fund to our project. If we well funded, even more funded, then so much more we can do. We can start distributing more rewards to the community to raise our community. Just like we increased our reward compared to before, it is just keep going up and up and up, our XANA activity rewards. So just like that, if we can have extra incomes, then we can spend this money to many other things, include increasing the user experience or the reward for the contributions, many more. It is always great to have an extra source of the revenue. And we are thinking that this AI as a source of the revenue is highly possible. It's highly possible. And we even have already closed some kind of AI deal with the big institutions, which is that how to use XANA Genesis to provide some kind of service to the institutions for their users so that they can earn totally fresh new way to communicate with their customers or community. Right? So that could be amazing the utility for the XANA Genesis. And there is already a demand. So that is why we're making big plan now, launch our AI engine or like AI skill set as a service. It's like a software as a service or etc. Those kind of words, right? But we're thinking about using AI as a service is a very smart way. That is something that can be big, really big, especially in this year. So that is why we include our biz dev. We're trying to expand our network in an existing traditional world, which is like business institutions, company, corporations, brand, or even local government. There's a lot of scenes and a lot of situations and a lot of organizations which want to have AI. We keep discussing those new ways, how to not let the XANA Genesis only become an NFT brand, but also we want this product to be famous. And once this product becomes famous to everyone, then that's going to give extra value for our NFT project, XANA Genesis as well. Definitely. So that is our aim. Not only just stick to the NFTs, but expand our service to everyone openly. That's our next goal for the AI divisions for this year. I cannot exactly say what we're going to do at this point. Maybe soon. Even this month, next month, we're going to complete brainstorm phase. Then we're going to start doing the actual development and start selling a product to the corporate or B2B or B2C. We haven't know yet, but that is some kind of time range and the time target. And I think we can even achieve this one in a couple months, not years. So that is our plan about the AI. And the great part is the XANA Genesis start having the emotions and animations or voice even. That means there are tons of utilities. Let's say, for example, you want to use XANA Genesis as a replacement of Alexa or Siri. I had some kind of article that Siri is not really smart. Maybe even XANA Genesis now is even smarter than the Siri. That's kind of very funny thing, but that's kind of true. So then if we got that smart match of the AI, then what we can do, maybe we can communicate more and then she can start supporting your work and she can start giving you the ideas. She can even start making some kind of a demo or template or even coding recently for the users. That's totally different level of experience. That is what we are aiming in this year. So AI is a great thing. And another way about AI is that we are now really focusing on the AI adoption in our XANA DAO. So we opened, actually not us, the XANA DAO community member, they opened the new room. They start doing interesting tests. I saw that in work in progress. It's very interesting. They have a brilliant ideas like let's make a full body version of XANA Genesis because they have only chest up headshot. But what's gonna happen if we're gonna let AI to make clothes, actual clothes for the XANA Genesis, supporting you in the metaverse, how to play or how to build something, how to meet your friend or your friend who is XXX is online, you're gonna meet him, or what kind of games you're gonna make the next time. Oh, this world is very fun, very exciting. Everything can be possible. So that is our aim about the AI, and people who are doing this kind of stuff. I mean, this kind of mixture combining with the AI and the metaverse is very less. There's almost no one is doing that. So that's a very great unique sales propositions for our team and our product. That is why we are start expanding AI and to encourage not only us, but the encourage entire DAO community. We have been started the AI competitions, and this AI competition is amazing. This one, oh my god! Like if you look at the Twitter, the hashtag the Penpenz, I think it's hashtag Penpenz contest. The contest have to be in Japanese, but there's a XANA Penpenz contest is going on, and so many people from our XANA DAO tried AI art very first time in their life and already making an amazing product. I was so shocked. Oh my god, this is crazy. If you go search this hashtag and you will know how creative quality is. It's just another level. It simply never happens in the 2D world because in 2D, your skill, your own hand, your own eyes, your own knowledge is the limitation. But if we just remove those limitations, then everyone can start making anything. That is a great part, right? So that is why we ask XANA DAO members to run this AI art competition of XANA Penpenz to create a super creative 3D version of own penguin or any penguin to give inspirations to the project. I am the one who is getting largest inspiration by XANA DAO members. But anyway, it's gonna definitely give your life a great impact. Like start using this kind of AI tool. You will realize and you will surprise. It's huge possibility. That's why from our perspective, we can get inspired by XANA DAO members' creative. And another perspective, our XANA DAO members can learn something even together with someone and even can get a reward. So it's super win-win situation. So that is why we are having these competitions. I don't know because this event is created by our XANA DAO member. So I don't exactly know when it starts, when it ends. Probably it should be continue at least 2 weeks. Or even more. You have enough time to try out, but you will soon notice, oh wait, I don't even need to practice. I can even have a great mind and idea how to generate the great art by a certain keyword. Then you can just copy it from somewhere or anything, then apply to a penguins, then boom, like it's done, So high quality. I was so shocked while I'm keep scrolling what kind of post is getting on this by the hashtag. And I was so shocked. That's so amazing. So inspiring. So this AI competition is totally nothing but a possibility and nothing but plan. So that is why I really strongly recommend you to start joining it, start trying out because trust me, it's easy. It's so easy. Anyone can do it. And you're going to surprise. You are the one who's going to surprise the best. You're gonna probably feel like, oh wait, I'm so bad at drawing and I'm so bad at writing humans or writing animals and etc. Then by this AI, you will realize, oh my god, this was that quick. This was that fast. So that is another reason that we want everyone to start feel like the same. This infinite possibility there because we are making the metaverse which is by everyone for everyone. So if the many of us, this community, start having the AI knowledge, then I can't imagine how it grows. It must be super big. This is the amazing starting point to try out your very first AI art. And definitely we're going to provide the amazing rewards. So please, just give a try. Some of the XANA DAO members are already shooting the videos how to do it. You don't have to search all over the internet. You can just simply watch the videos, how to manuals to start running. It's super easy actually. That is what is going on. XANA Penpenz 3D competition. Let me talk about one more last thing. We were having a XANA festival replay, actually we realized that this is a great idea, because if it's a real event, it is almost impossible to go to that live anytime. All you can do is just maybe watch YouTube about that festival, right? Sadly, there's not too much resource available. Of course, it's gonna strike copyright strike issue. If it's Metaverse, then it's a totally different topic. For example, we did our first event in the end of the December. That time was the hell, like so crazy amount of work. We've been done so many things to prepare that quality. But from the next time, it's just simply play. We don't have to do anything. So this time, I could more enjoy the time watching everyone's dance and etc. That's so fun, so inspiring. But still, I do not have to worry about like, oh, what's the next song, or how will this song go along with the other songs. We have to make a balance, and we gotta perform and everything. This replay is so effortless, but it's so fun still, and I'm seeing the huge possibility in the XANA festival. So in this year, we're gonna keep expanding, because this product is almost already done. So we're just improving this format to reach out to more people, more artists, more VTuber, more YouTuber, influencers, models. Yeah, there's so many more, so much more. There's so much possibility for them to start using XANA. I can say like tens of the reasons. Definitely, I'm already know, and we have been doing the kind of biz dev to have a lot of collaborations with somebody else. That is why we have a format and we have a connection network to bring those top stars and famous people, influential people to the metaverse to be a part of XANA Fest maybe, or even we can have a one customized one-time experience and to the users. Totally up to the artists. Maybe some artists can start building something in the land, and they make their own avatar and let their fans to come to the festival. Everything's possible. So that is why this XANA festival has a huge potential and a huge upside. In the end of this month, January, we are planning to have a XANA Festival 2. This is a new one. And the concept of the XANA Festival 2 is a J-pop. Because recently, the Japanese music is really amazing. It is not that much danceable, because that's our kind of culture. But there are so many great songs. And I'm just keep listening to it. I also asked our XANA DAO members about, okay, let me know which song is hot in Japan that everyone can recognize, because I don't even know. So they gave us huge, amazing amount of the new input. Then we can totally grow this festival like so much big in this year. That's for sure. And soon we're gonna allow everyone to start having the event. We are developing that function now, and it's almost 90% done at this point. So that's not too long future. So that is why if you start visiting the XANA Fest, dance with others, that's another great part too. Then once you recognize the possibilities, you can go to the next step anytime. So like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go buy land, or I'm gonna build my own live house, or we wanna have some kind of big music performance arena. It's totally up to you, up to everyone. So we're gonna guide the people to directly straight to that point, because that's gonna be very hard. That's gonna require a lot of literacy. But if you or your favorite artist is having a metaverse festival, then there's an even higher possibility for other people to coming to the metaverse, experience the fantastic event, then start becoming a user. That is our plan. So that is why we want to make this XANA festival as a strong driving force in this year, as well as same as our AI engine. I introduced the XANA 3D new Penpenz visual and the utility of the XANA Penpenz as a metaverse pet, and I explained how to obtain this whitelist for XANA Penpenz. Another topic is that XANA is now trying to bring our AI as a service to the public. Like we are having the AI competitions, then finally XANA Festival. So yeah, like we discussed so many things, but I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna keep pushing this project even further and further this year. And I'm so positive and so confident about what we do and what our XANA DAO do. I've never experienced this kind of things in my life, to having such amazing community members to make something together and having fun together. Just you can imagine, if you search the XANA Festival hashtag, you will see like how much fun we had together last night in the Metaverse Festival. Okay. And I want to just keep making it better and better. And the end of the 2023, we will see how far we go. Oh, maybe like we are already number one Web3 metaverse, and not even Web3 world, include another traditional metaverse. We want to see us in the amazing position in the end of the year. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you so much for participating. And next week, we're going to have staking. Let me say about this one. So today is the beginning of the Raho joining Raffle, I think, today or tomorrow. And then the cycle 7 of the Zeta token staking is starting. And from there, we changed our algorithm a lot to make it even more fair. So you will start seeing the result of this cycle 6, like what kind of change we made, and then see everyone's opinion, like how it goes. I believe now it's becoming so much better. So I'm waiting for your feedbacks. Let's not forget to join the raffle and get amazing rewards. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great weekend and see you next week. Bye.